Good morning, people. How are we today? Personally, a little bit sore today. No training. Moving oldest boy from one house to another. My shoulder. After. Fridge, freezer, couch, tables. Moving it up and downstairs. I don't like moving. Call me a wuss, but yeah. I know it's my boy and it's... Sometimes I just prefer to pay a removalist to do it, but anyway, we had to go and help him out. So, yeah, a little bit sore today, but that's okay. You know, missed the training. I think it was a swim lined up this morning, so that's okay. Let's give the shoulder a bit of a rest. You know, we're not too stressed there. Today, whey protein or protein as a supplement. Should we or shouldn't we, as a triathlete? Well, a lot of people have different opinions on this one, so I'm going to give you mine. You know, why not add to the collection? So, we are training once a day, twice a day. All right, so let's go on those principles because that's what most people are going to be doing. Should we be putting a supplement into our system? It's entirely up to you. Like most proteins, obviously, are generated from food. Sorry, just going to grab my coffee. I should say all proteins are generated from, unless they're synthetically derived. So we won't go down that road. So, you know, chicken, steak, legumes, fish, you know, there's all got protein in it. So protein, amino acid at the end of the story to actually help rebuild our muscles, right? So when you tear something, I don't know, put your hand up if you've ever got onto the toilet seat after a big training day and not being able to get up. Yep, know what that's about? That's muscles going tearing, all right? So what we're trying to do is re-stitch them, right? And put a little layer over top to actually reinforce that, all right? To actually repair them, make them stronger, make them be able to handle more, all right? And that's what we're trying to generate, more muscle fiber. And that makes us faster, makes us stronger. So, types of whey protein, types of proteins. I keep on going back to the whey, dairy. Anyway, so dairy, you've got dairy source, plant source, you've got egg source, you've got rice source. There's so many sources of this stuff. It's the other one I was saying today was a wheat source of protein. It's interesting. I haven't actually had a good look at that yet, but anyway, we will. Most commonly, we're talking whey protein or whey protein. Some people like to call it W-H-E-Y. Highly up to you what you want to call it, but it's a little embarrassing. You walk into a store and go, "Can I have some whey?" Hilarious. Anyway, okay, types. There's three that we mainly deal with in store here, and you're going to come across a lot more, obviously. But the three main players, and they are all from a whey source derived from cheese. So dairy, cheese, so they filtrate it through a process using some big elaborate machines to get it down to protein. Whey protein. So the first cab off the rank is casein. So casein actually is we call it the long absorber, which it is. It just takes time for the body to absorb it. So I'm talking as you drink it through the gut into the muscle. We're talking anywhere up to 7, sometimes even 8 hours. It's been tested and seen to be that long. Whey protein concentrate, or WPC, right? As well, there's the short acronym for that one. 3 to 4 hours. WPI, or whey protein isolate, about an hour and a half roughly. So it's the fastest and usually the most expensive that we pay for. Now, it comes in molecules. As the molecule comes down in size, obviously faster through the actual blood, through the gut wall into the bloodstream into the muscle. Okay, so it's just mathematics really. Smaller, faster. So that's whey protein. Alright, so like I said, there are plant-based proteins that come from, most of it's split pea or yellow split pea protein. That comes in sort of like a powdery format like whey protein. It just depends on if you can handle dairy or not. That's pretty much in a nutshell. Some people go, I can't handle dairy, so I'll go to the plant-based protein, or hence the rice or the egg or whatever the case may be. So if you are in a shop and you're looking for it, and if you find that you are a little bit lactose or you can't handle your dairy component, then talk to the actual salesperson, say, can you show me some plant-based protein or whatever the case may be there in that situation. Amounts of protein. Now, this can, they work on about 1 gram per kilo of body weight a day. All right. So I've had my giggles of people walking into my store and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm on 200 grams of protein a day," and he's not 200 kilo. You'd be lucky to wring it wet and be 80 kilo. And look, all I can say to that is, it's anything in excess. What's the body going to do with it? Normally with protein, it's going to hammer the liver, because the liver's got to filtrate this stuff, right, and do its job. So you're going to back the liver up, you're going to clog it up. If you don't use it all, it's going to go on as body fat, right? Like overconsumption of anything usually leads to body fat coming onto the system. Sorry, but something in my eye. All right, so just take that number, 1 gram. All right, so I'm at the moment about 65 kilo. All right, so I'm going to be roughly looking at about 65 grams of protein a day for little old Slippery. Now, if I have 1 serve of, let's say, whey protein, I'm going to be having around about 25 grams per serve, right? I'm almost a third of the way there, right? And I'm having big gnarly steak for dinner, or if I'm having chicken curry for lunch, I'm dusted, I'm done. Oh, and do remember. Wow, man, I'm bad this morning. If you're having collagen, like on our previous video, right, there's another lump of protein that you're going to be taking on board. So I'm already over, all right? So well and truly over. So you really have to have a look at it, what you're doing, what you're eating, all right? And if you don't fully understand it, leave a question down below. I can help you with it. Or there's quite a few number of professionals out there who will actually take you through it and work out your exact number. Like you can get down to the points, really, 0.1 grams really, if you really wanted to. But so whey protein in a nutshell. And as a triathlete, do we need it? Of course we do. Well, protein in a nutshell we do. I mean, like I said, there are different formats of it. All right, so we're going from supplement from one end down to our whole food source down the other end. Now, ideally, we should be starting down this end and finishing off down this end if we don't not getting enough. All right, so take that. Have a think about that. If you're already doing protein, maybe have a look at how much you're actually taking on board. It could surprise you. It surprises a lot of people when I tell them how much they should be taking. And if you're doing it in excess, then that could be one factor that might be limiting you in actually moving body weight. All right, because that I have seen it quite a number of times. All right, so I'm going to wind off. I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to try and get my internet back up and running because it's not working this morning. The joys of running your own business. Anyway, have a go, Pete. Like I said, if you've got any questions, leave them below, and I will definitely help you out with that one. And I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.